I don't know. I don't know if they want to go some kind of dual lanes here. I don't know how effective that will actually be. Now, to keep that in mind, though, that once it hits 4 minutes, they can do whatever. Like, Night Stalker can actually roam in quite effectively with, you know, Wisp hitting level 3, having a bottle under his belt, having overcharge hopefully by that time. So, maybe they just kind of, you know, hold out until that 4-minute mark and just try to get experience until that time, which could actually be quite effective, and it looks like that's what they might do.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're going to do, at least for now, for top lane. I'm surprised Aloha Dance isn't heading towards that bottom rune, but it looks like Alliance want to contest that rather than the top rune. I guess Radiant side, IO getting top rune is not too absurd. I think actually it's pretty common because of how much room you have to work with on the Radiant side for the top rune spot, but Alliance are just 5-manning down towards the bottom rune spot, and if Silent is not careful, he will easily go down here, but it looks like he's going to ward up. He'll have some vision over the rune spot. He'll probably sit at the high ground. No way they can really jump on him. They have Fissure, but it looks as if now Empire, they've sent 4 heroes to the top lane for the time being. Resolution's up here. Maybe they do solo safe lane storm. They do the aggro tri lane, which we talked about, but it's really tough to figure out who's going to go where as of right now.
Yeah, Silence still seems actually quite scared. Doesn't really know where they are, and we'll see if he gets baited by this rune. I don't know if they get the kill onto him unless they get like a very nice Earthshaker block on the right side.
Yeah.
And he should be able to see these heroes now. Yeah, Silence is going to back away.
He is not going to be about that life. Nikwa is going to look for the bounty where they're baiting. Can they cliff him up? They can, but he fireflies his Bat Rider. It doesn't even matter. That was a cute play, but unfortunately it doesn't actually work out. It would have been incredible, but
I thought maybe he was going to lift him over towards the Shadow Fiend and then Shadow Fiend triple raises or something, but Shadow Fiend I think really wants to put maybe points into Necromastery
first. Yeah, he has the Wraith Band.
Yeah.
Wraith Band is like, that's the indication that you're going to be going for that. Ake actually throws up an Observer Ward here to block the medium camp. So they're actually really putting emphasis on to making sure that Resolution doesn't have that farm to go back to. Maybe they'll throw a sentry there. I think Always Want to Fly knows that it's happening. He can buy sentries if he wants to. He has the money for it. But the courier went top to deliver the bottle for Aloha Dance, and that's not a huge surprise considering he got the rune, so.
Yeah, and Pajkatt's going to hit.
Oh,
Pajkatt's going to hit. Oh, bottom.
Silent in trouble. Southern Crush not available. I think actually he will live. They can't dive this, but this is already a problem. I mean, they're just level 1. This is already a problem. Mid lane, though. Fissure, Resolution, the Shrapnel got to come out. Are they going to get this first blood already? They will. Pajkatt, the Shrapnel, and all it takes is a Fissure. Maybe not even really a block. Just a Fissure in general, and they get an easy kill.
Sniper's such a great hero to gank for. It's you start onto them with one Shrapnel. By the time another hero gets there,
they already used Telekinesis to get the kill onto the Dazzle. Silence low, the Remnant, they'll get the kill. Bad's gonna rotate in. He doesn't have mana for anything. He's out of Fissure, obviously, for 10 seconds. Silent running in, gonna get the kill with the tower. It looks like he gets the double kill. He stays alive. Oh, that was a huge pickup for Empire. Silent gets to 800 gold and stops a little from farming. That's imperative.
Really nicely played. The Overlord actually stopped his attack from going on too. It's 50/50 damage. Oh.
Nikwa, they have not enough mana here for the Void. Now they do. Will they pop it off? He's so low. Can they bring him down? One more right click to Fissure. Is it enough? Yoki can't get there to get the kill. And they actually get the IO. Yoki's about to fall as well. What is this game? Trades left and right. Everybody's dying. It's a good time.
So hard to look. Like, every single lane's having something happen in it. So, at least you're able to catch it, because I certainly wasn't able to.
Ake got cliffed also.
Oh no.
We missed that too. It's so hard to keep track of everything.
This is a crazy game. Yeah, Nicola was 2 HP top. I knew exactly what Night Stalker wanted to do. He was trying to get ready for that last nuke. Oh, another nice block on the Resolution.
Wow, that's
that should be a kill. Pajkatt making sure he doesn't get double or triple raised down. He keeps his distance just for only one raise, so nicely played there. But man, they're really putting pressure on all 3 different lanes. This is a crazy game so far.
I mean, Silent getting off to a pretty good start with that first little initiation. Gonna have his soul ring now, but the bottom lane is really the only thing that's going well, and that's not even going. He's 3 last hits. That's not great. 14 last hits coming out for Loda. Top lane, I mean, we talked about them not getting the kill on Nikwa. They were so close, but Yoki just didn't have the damage. Aloha Dance and Yoki both dying. And middle lane, Resolution not having a great time either. They did not counter that ward, by the way, at the medium camp. So if he wanted to catch back up, he has to go to the other camps to try to find his way back into the game. Void again on Daniqua. Fisher's going to go through. Actually doesn't connect on anybody. So they'll be able to back away this time around. 6 stacks on a Yoki, by the way.
That's actually surprising you didn't hit the Fisher, considering Yoki turned around with 6 charges of, or 6 stacks of napalm. He's very, very slow when he moves around like that. But keep in mind, like the sweet spot for Empire is in about 30 seconds. Like they can get keep some mana up on a Yoki and have a good bottle. Yep, he's got half of a bottle ready for Aloha Dance. It's going to be nighttime here in a second, and that's maybe when they start moving around, or at least feel a little bit more comfortable to take small engagements here.
And they're kind of pushing the wave out as well, getting ready so that they can rotate without any real concern. You know, nobody going to call missing, hopefully. But it's actually just going to be Aloha Dance checking for the top rune spot. Was picked up by Mads and DD. Not the best Earthshaker rune, but not particularly bad either. Resolution realizing that the camp was warded. I swear I thought they knew because I believe Ake went over there to deal with it at a point, and they spotted him out with Always Wanna Fly, but Resolution will grab this hard camp instead. Bottom, there's an arrow drawn, so Earthshaker's going to head down there. Maybe they can find a kill. Silent just trying to farm up. He's up to 13 last hits. He's gotten a little bit more now, and he also has his Soul Ring, so he can start spamming some stuff out here as well.
Yep, Silent's farm is pretty much on par with Loda's. And here we go, action onto Always Wanna Fly. Stun, second stun, and he should be dead.
Yeah, he's going to go down here and actually get the kill with the Poison Touch. Meanwhile, top lane, they dove. They get the kill on Nikwa. So, big kill coming out from Yoki. Despite his early death, he's up to 24 CS. He gets the kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they lose the support for Empire, but whatever. It happens. And it's just time to farm now for... It's still very scary. Resolution maybe in some trouble here. Shrapnel, there's the IO tether, but Pajkatt just phases away. He's too fast. The tether, man. Too good. Or the phase boots, rather.
Yep. Now, despite the fact that Storm Spirit's farm has been kind of stifled, he does have 2 kills, and Loda, he actually has 1 death, but he's got the same amount of CS, and I think that hurts him more than it hurts the Storm. Like, because Slardar needs to come online much earlier than the Storm. Storm can always have an impact no matter how late the game is. Slardar, it's a little bit different. You really want to hit your timing with a fast blink and be effective and early, or sorry, be aggressive early on with that hero. So hopefully Lotus is able to bounce back from this farm, because it's much more important that he gets farmed in the Storm Spirit early on.
Silent is going to get brought down, it looks like. Yeah, Pajkatt even rotates over, and Loda does take a lot of damage, but Pajkatt TP's bottom as Loda slithering crushes, and Ake actually gets yet another kill here onto Silent in the safe lane. And that is something you were talking about, getting online early, and you could do that with kills. You don't necessarily need CS. He even goes for early treads, where that wasn't the case last game. He actually picked up boots first, but when you're in an aggro dual lane, it makes a lot of sense for them to do that. Speaking of blink daggers, Nico pretty far off from his zone, but he did go for an early bottle. He's actually not doing poorly. 17 last hits. He's not headed to the jungle yet. I don't think there's any stacks from there. Isn't. And back to farming we go. Resolution heads to the jungle. He doesn't even have treads yet. He's got his bottle, but that's it. Now he's carrying treads out. Meanwhile, the fight's breaking out. Always want to fly again, finding some trouble. It seems to be that he finds from wherever he goes. Can't get the kill on Ake. Mad. Now he's going to get graved up. He's going to miss his enchant totem. Pull goes on a Loda. Oh, they missed the right click. Mad stays alive with the Shadow Wave. And now the Shrapnel coming in. Oh, they might lose both of these heroes if Empire aren't careful. Here comes Yoki. Tethers up. Overcharge as well. Another Shrapnel and Assassinate. Will it be enough damage? I don't believe so. He actually canceled it, and he'll back away. And they're diving. Yoki wants this kill on Ake. He actually just misses the vision. Puts the urn onto Loda. Loda might fall to the urn charge here. It looks like he will. And Yoki gets a double. Might even get a triple if Ake goes down. He will get the triple kill. Then Night Stalker. Finally, the aggression pays off. Pajkatt getting chased down as well. Juki jiving through the trees. Can he shrapnel up? Fish is going to go. Yoki in trouble. The Void. It's not going to be enough. Aloha Dance in a lot of trouble now. Has no TP scroll. And he'll fall as well.
Using the courier for a little bit of extra flying vision there. There was a small chance there, actually, that I thought Yoki was going to go for a void onto the sniper to stop his animation of his ulti for a little bit, but he went for an Earthshaker. I don't think it would have really mattered, but maybe a small chance. Nice play nonetheless. That 3 kills onto him. He didn't have any items purchased then too, so he was just running around with just brown boots and an urn. Now he's got treads. He's got a completed magic wand, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's a little bit more tanky now.
I gotta say though, it's really unfortunate that he feeds himself away to the one hero that did so much work last game and he might do so much work this game.
Yeah.
Pajkatt is off to as almost as good of a start as he was last game, if not better. He already has his Sanji, he has his phase boots. It's becoming ridiculous and so hard to stop him from snowballing like this. He's maybe gonna get a Aloha Dance though. He tethers away. Assassinate's not gonna connect. And Pajkatt has to phase away. He's got to be careful. He'll get under the tower. How much are they willing to dive this exactly? Pajkatt, yeah, the TP's gonna come in. They need to back. Aloha Dance having a philosophical difference. Silence comes in, but Ake is probably gonna grave him at some point. Telekinesis, Pajkatt will finally get graved. They need one single earn tick to go. The Void is gonna be, no, he mistimed it. Yoki's gonna get lassoed. Pajkatt, he finally goes down. Aloha Dance committing so much, but the trade is not worth it. Nikwa gets the double with the Firefly and the lasso. They tunnel vision so hard just to get that one kill, and they lose 3 because of it.
I'll tell you what happened. It was a really nice attempt there by Always Wanna Fly. He tried to get the telekinesis off, so to disrupt the timing of the Grave from Dazzle. And I think maybe he was trying to push him away so he could actually pull him out of the range even of the Shallow Grave too, but Ake was just on point. He was clicking it as fast as he possibly can. It's not uncommon in those situations to see them actually spam the Grave on themselves because they're trying so quickly to cast it that they actually cast on themselves, but nope, he was very, very good about it and still got the Grave off, and that's what caused them to save the sniper for so long.
Yeah, that was a very, very important play. You could see he was going for it in the telekinesis, and I just actually think that Yoki was like, I don't have anything to work with you. Like, even if you telekinesis him, I don't think I can kill him. That seemed to be the case. So Yoki, unfortunately, does go down. They do end up getting the kill on Pajkatt, but it goes to Aloha Dance, and they lose 3 heroes because of it. So, and now Pajkatt has a double damage room. Oh, boy. Oh, dear God. It's disgusting. Pajkatt's going to start right-clicking for a decent chunk of damage. Doesn't have his mom yet. And looks like he's not building it just yet, but...
They got Blink on Bat, who's just TP'd mid, smoked up.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe looking for the next victim that shows this face mid, and usually it's going to be the Shadow Fiend, but... Well, they actually ping him out. They see him walking over here. If they can rush down here fast enough and get him while he's clearing these, not really stacks, but just neutrals, I think they can kill him, just the 2 of them. Oh, they're just sitting mid.
Yeah, they think that someone's going to walk mid, and when you don't have a Bat Rider on the map, you become a bit concerned, I think, if you're Empire. And they're playing this smart. They're actually sitting underneath all of the towers with the exception of, actually, Empire smoke up. I think they might have saw that. They see that smoke.
They should have seen it, but they didn't ping it out as soon as it happened, so I'm wondering if they actually didn't look at it.
I think maybe they thought they backed up here, because they smoked right about here, which gives just enough vision, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe they,
if
I don't know,
they were looking, they should regardless see the animation of the smoke going off, but they might not have just been looking, so it's hard to say.
Pajkatt, relocate, telekinesis. Will they grave him in time? Spell is stolen. Pajkatt gonna survive just in time. The Fisher comes out as well. Pajkatt gonna try to get a kill before he goes down. That's not gonna be the case. Requiem coming in, blowing up some heroes. Ake getting chased down with no grave. Gets raised up, turns into a 2-for-0, and Empire, they have finally dealt with Pajkatt in a reasonable situation without giving up too much. Finally, they've done it.
And I'll tell you, it'll be so much easier if they can just silence the Dazzle beforehand. Yoki tried to do it, but he just didn't get it in time, and Ake still got the Grave off. Loda's actually in some trouble. They get the silence off. He can't use his Slithering Crush. Has no blink to get away. Still not even close to the blink. That's a big kill. He loses 200 gold in the process. That's the biggest kill of all, actually.
This Night Stalker IO combo, man, has been impressive. Again, it is nighttime. You expect it to happen. Flame Break's gonna go. Nico and Ake nearby. Yoki is looking for maybe a silence. He's gonna get lassoed, though. Maybe in trouble. Pajkatt's rotated up. Aloha Dance is actually the target. They're gonna try to bring him down. Assassinate's gonna go through. Can he telekinesis in time? Absolutely not. Nikwa gets graved up. Yoki's about to fall. He will go down. The earn charge. Is it gonna be enough? It will be. It does turn into a 2-for-1 as Loda had already gone down previously. And the IO lived with about 40 to 30 HP from that Assassinate, somehow surviving. And Empire get an okay trade still.
Yeah, I didn't see, but he probably just turned on that overcharge for the last possible tick, or last possible second for the damage of Sniper. It must have been super, super close. And actually, action onto mid. Always Want to Fly has the ultimate for Sniper, by the way. So if he, yeah, if they aren't able to secure it, he could use that. Didn't have enough mana anyway, though. But
that's really mana cost. Like, that costs so much mana. He doesn't have any arcane boost. Meanwhile, bottom lane, TP in, Silent going in. Silent's been very quiet. Ah, get it? Meanwhile, he's going to ball lightning away. The Flame Break's going to go. It'll push him a bit back. Slithering Crush not going to fly. Silent trying to regen up, and they're going to turn onto Neequa, it looks like. Another Remnant's going to go. Neequa in a lot of trouble, and they have so much vision. They should be able to bring him down here. Now they don't spot him out. He blinks away. He gets out in time. More Wisp Balls going through. Neequa is going to bottle up. They just can't catch him. They should have gotten that kill, and Silent now, without the mana to work with, he might just Soul Ring and Ball Lightning forward. I think that might be the case. No, he decides against it. Oh, they see him!
Oh, no.
Neequa blinked in! They know he's there! Silent is about to Soul Ring, and he's gonna find him. They get the kill. Neequa, you were fine where you were, man.
I mean, obviously you can't see it. We see it in the meantime, mid. Dazzle gets taken out here by Rubik. I think he actually, he used the Assassinate there to help him.
He did.
Himself with that ult, or with that kill. The Gray was used too. Resolution has his Yule, so he's bounced back considerably. Had a devastating time. Got a lot of pressure, not only in this game, but last game too, but has actually got some farm to the point where he can have a big impact.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is definitely looking so much better for Empire than the first game. They're pretty much in the position Alliance was in the first game at the early stages. They're about 4,000 net worth ahead. Experience-wise, they're about 3,000 ahead. They have such a nice start. And Resolution and Silent combining up, obviously Yoki being a big factor. Pajkatt can still carry this game along with Loda. They have plenty of team fight. The Lasters have been there. It's just that actually, I don't know, like, Loda hasn't had maybe as big of a factor. He's not even at his blink tag yet. Loda's 15 minutes into the game. He still doesn't have his blink. He's desperately trying to get there. That's the biggest surprise to me. 15 minutes, no blink, whereas last game was like 9-minute blink dagger and treads coming out.
Well, Silent could be in some trouble here. There's no Batrider, so they kind of have to just run at them maybe with an Earthshaker stun and then a Slardar stun because, like you mentioned, no blink. Had he had blink, I think they maybe get that kill onto Slardar or onto Silent, but yeah, that's the biggest difference, is that Shadow Fiend is actually, instead of being greedy and trying to go for wave spams in mid, he just kind of stuck to the jungle no matter what, and it paid off because the time right when the blink dagger timing came out from Batrider, he didn't show his face in mid at all. He's just stuck in the jungle, and if he was a little more tilted and upset and wants to get as much farm as he can and go to the mid, he would have died. And it's, you know, decisions like that that actually keep him in the game.
Tower is under attack.
866 GPM over the past 3 minutes.
That's really high. That's really
pretty good. I mean, obviously his total GPM is not quite there, but a lot of that has to do with the early game, like we've already talked about. Smoke up from Alliance. Blink Dagger is there for Loda. He's ready to go. Silent could be the target. He's way behind the tower, and this smoke is not going to turn into anything. They won't find a kill. They're going to back for the time being. The smoke is about to dissipate. It will go. There's no vision here from the Radiant squad of Empire, and it looks as if maybe they're baiting this Alliance. If they're just waiting for somebody to push into the tower. But they're all missing from the map.
This is really nice patience from Empire. Like, both Silent and Resolution have been really good about anticipating smoke games. I don't know if they're calling them out. They're saying, hey, they're probably smoked, or I saw them smoke. We don't know for sure. But either way, they're playing very, very patient, and it's totally paying off. That's 2 big ganks avoided because of their patience.
I think if you're Empire at this point, you say, listen, guys, just don't be too aggressive. Yoki is farming up his Aghanim Scepter, and he is pretty close. He's going to be about 2,000 away. Just a moment here. Actually, 1,000 away, rather.
1,000, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to have that, and then the vision becomes so much better that they can play a bit aggressively with the Night Stalker. In the meantime, they're going to let this Tier 1 tower go down. Pajkatt will grab the last hit more than likely, and at that point, now the wraparound gank from Resolution, but the entire team of Alliance is in here in the mid lane. They're rotating over towards the bottom rune spot area. Pajkatt still sitting mid. Silence nearby. Blink Dagger now done for Resolution, by the way. He's going to fly it out, but it has to go across the way. No Dire Observer Ward here in their own jungle. And Alliance will Firefly, just check Roche, make sure they're not in there. Of course they aren't. Resolution's still farming in the jungle, and we're kind of just sitting back, and it's an arms race now.
Yep, but nice play here from Empire. And yeah, as you mentioned, as long as they can get their big items, Blink is flying out for Shadow Fiend. They're very, very close to a Bloodstone on Silent. As you mentioned, the Axe is coming up soon. This is going to be a very big timing for them, and to throw it all away to try to get a little bit greedy when pretty much no one from Alliance is showing as they're really all running as 5. Like, they have kind of been holding hands for the last 4 minutes or so. It's just not worth it. Just play it safe until you at least get these items, then you can do what you want.
Chat has decreed that I start calling the item as MOM now instead of Mom, and I will do so.
Really?
From this point on. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It makes more sense, I suppose. Whatever makes them happy. I mean, Mom's easier. Resolution Invis looking for a Requiem target. Do they have a sentry here? They do have one up on the high ground. I think they spotted him out. I think Nikwa knows he's around, and he's a bit more aggressive. This is the greed that you were talking about. Resolution, don't go for this, buddy. You're too young. Okay, he's actually going to avoid the sentry. He might be able to go on Loda altogether. But I think the rest of Alliance is kind of nearby. This is a very frightening positioning for Resolution to be in.
Yep,
Okay.
I think maybe they were trying to like bait Resolution into there, but he's looking at the bottom. He's got his eye on Slardar. I don't think you can combo him.
No, I don't think so either.
Unless he maybe like cast Sprint right before or something.
Firefly, Nikwa, gonna find always want to fly. He's being aggressive. He's the one that's baiting now. Telekinesis! But he is still probably going to go down. The rest of them are not going to help him out, and that's an easy kill. He stole Fisher, but he died anyways. And nice little pick off. And they know there's a ward there now for Empire, and so that they get out. And that's actually is going to lead to maybe Roshan for a line. Aloda has amp damage. He'll pop it with Spell Shield. And then, of course, they'll probably use it up, and Pajkatt will go to work. You don't have that big team fighting ultimate like an RP here, but Empire is still in a position that they want to defend this. They actually have an Aghanim Scepter now. What's their vision looking like here? They don't have vision yet. They don't see it. They're going to throw up all lightning with Silent. We'll see this. Blast is going to go through the backside. They get the pull up on the Nikwa. The Fisher will go. They get 2 up on the high ground. Meanwhile, Aloha Dance is going to fall. Nikwa still somehow alive. And they get Roche as well. Pajkatt getting the Aegis. Yoki thought about running in. Somehow Nikwa survived. Those Graves have been outstanding from Ake. Matt is in some trouble, it looks like. Spell was stolen. That'll be Fisher. Telekinesis back. Loda's going to jump in. Fisher beautifully timed. They get the silence off. Now the pull coming out as well. Fisher being used yet again. Loda's stuck in. The Fisher's blocking from both sides. A nice little angle there. And
coming in.
And they're going to go. Resolution's going to fly. He blows up Ake. Screw your grave. You're not getting that off. Let me just Requiem you to death. Let me sing you a song. Now Resolution looking for more. Yoki's going to run in. They'll find Nikwa. And there's going to be the relocated Pajkatt. Now the target, but it's actually Mad. Getting focused down by Silent. They'll get 3. The buyback coming in the grave. It is going to be there for Ake. He did buy back to TP in. Silence is going to go through. Can they leave? Can Empire get out successfully? They relocate out. And then, of course, Resolution makes his way out as well with the Blink Dagger. Turns into a 5-0, I believe. Always Want to Fly might actually go down here. It's at least a consolation prize. Anything. Alliance needs something, and they'll find the kill.
It was so close. He was like 5 mana away from his mana boots, which I think would have given him enough mana to... Well, let's see. It restores 135. No, it wouldn't have, actually. Okay, it would have been close, but he almost had enough mana to cast that Fisher and maybe save himself, but... Yeah, I was actually wondering why Resolution wanted to TP top. I guess when he TP'd top after the Rubik died bottom, when he placed that ward, he didn't have the idea that they were going to go Roche immediately after. And so he's like, alright, well, I'm going to go split push and get my farm elsewhere. But luckily enough, he did grab a haste rune, and that actually played a huge role. And when he went to initiate on the Dazzle, unfortunately, I think the Fisher was still on cooldown from Mad. So he couldn't stop the channeling effect, which was really big.
This is just turning into Empire's game at this point, man. 11 Bloodstone charges for Silent. I mean, you have such a lead at this point. Do you just sit back and farm, or do you try to put pressure on Alliance? Because I've got a feeling they don't want Pajkatt to get out of control, but I mean, look at his farm. What does he actually have? I mean, this is a far cry from what he had in the last game. He has an S and Y and a MOM, excuse me, and an Ogre Club. No BKB coming out just yet for Pajkatt, so I think maybe you keep putting aggression on Alliance, or no?
I think you can, because you have the tools to do so. Like, Storm is in a much better position than last game. Same thing with Resolution. Like, he is so much more farmed in a much better position than he was playing the Storm last game. You have the Ag's vision, you have the Wisp relocate. So, and that's one of the beauties of Wisp, is you can farm, but also keep on the mental pressure that you can gank them at any time. So I think they're going to still continue to outfarm them. They have the heroes that farm better and faster. They can gank them. So this is what you're going to see from Alliance, as we've seen the last really 10 minutes of the game is just kind of sticking together. They can't afford to get picked off by Storm or Wisp Gank, so as a result, they're going to lose a lot in experience.
Yes.
If they don't rush down towers, they're going to lose tower gold. And they're not farming as much, so, but again, you cannot split up farm. Oh, here we go, lasso on the Silent.
Silent kind of knew they were all there, and he walked in anyways. He's going to get Echo Slam, Enchant Totem, and Assassinate. Not going to connect the ball landings as it's flying through the air. Somehow, there's 4 heroes. They're almost 5, and they just can't kill Silent. Almost a far cry of what happened last game. Well, it's pretty similar for Pajkatt, but now they're splitting up the map. Like you talked about, experience starting to become a big issue here for Alliance, and their tier 2 tower is getting assaulted. In fact, Resolution might be able to get this tower. His team's actually come to help him out here. Nico's going to come in. There's no lasso. The Flame Break will go back. Resolution now going to try to go for the Requiem. Hope find it. Goodbye, Bat Rider. Resolution getting the double kill. Pajkatt getting chased down. Oh, he stole Shrapnel. Oh, dear God, no. Pajkatt going to get graved up. Will stay alive for the time being, but he is going to get right-clicked down. However, they do get Resolution. Silent ball landings all the way up and blows up poor Ake. Loda gets the kill, but he does end up falling to that Storm Spirit. That ball of light gets a double, actually turns into a 5-for-3 trade and a tier 2 tower going for the side of Empire, and they get the better end of the engagement.
Yeah, really nicely done there. The damage output from that Requiem combo was just insane, one-shotting the bat like that. Didn't have a chance, unfortunately, to get the Flame Break off beforehand. I don't know if it was on cooldown, but didn't have it available. Or just didn't have the time, just because maybe the timing was perfect from Shadow Fiend. And Empire's in just a great position right now. Storm Spirit has his Orchids, I think, flying out to him now, too. Yeah, he does. So 25-minute Orchids plus Bloodstone with 14 charges on it. It's going to be really hard to keep him down. And even when they did initiate on him, he's actually relatively tanky too. And when they initiate onto him, he was on int treads as well, so he still has a little bit of room for growth here.
Yeah, God forbid he gets a BKB also. And then at that point, what do you do?
Dire's middle tower is under
It's going to be kind of ridiculous, honestly. And Pajkatt's just not having the success he had last game. We talked about the combo with the Slaughter Amplified Damage and the right click, but because they have to play this 5-man style of Dota, they're not finding pickoffs on Empire. They're just really not doing the damage they want from Pajkatt. And he has to go with BKB, which of course he did go for the last game, and that helped him out a lot. But I don't think it's going to be the same this game. I don't know if really the BKB is enough. Actually, it could be okay, though, because their damage right click now for Empire is not quite there yet. Resolution has to be the one to do all that damage with. Uh-oh.
See if they want to go onto him. Blink Dagger onto the Earthshaker, catching him off by surprise. Oh no!
Oh no, the relocate out doesn't connect. And it looks like Aloha Dance is about to go to his death. But actually, will he bring him back? Nah, I don't think so. Goodbye, Aloha Dance. It's been nice knowing you, buddy. Spirits do a decent chunk of damage, though, but Enchant Totem in the back of whatever Io's head is. Loda is not going to get caught out. BKB is not there, and he's going to go down to the Orchid Soulburn. Even always want to fly still sprint, which is a nice little ability to have, but it's going to make you die quicker. He's looking for Ake. Can't quite get to him yet.
What if he could steal Sprint and then cast it and then steal the Firefly? That'd be pretty sick.
He'd be so fast.
And then have a blink, and then blink and steal the lasso. Okay, whatever.
Alright, dude. This is like... This is like the what if of Rubik games.
Dire's middle tower.
He needs to get blink and do all this, though.
Resolution. Farming aggressively is going to get caught out, and the Lions are going to find a couple of really important kills. They steal Fisher. He'll throw it onto 3, but I'll always want to fly. He pops the sprint. Assassinate's going to go. Oh, the smoke! The smoke! What a smoke from Always Want to Fly. Meanwhile, Silent jumping away. Fisher's going to connect, but they can't really catch him. And they're going to look to re-engage, it looks like. Silent's like, I want to fight this. Pajkatt's going to just try to jump away as quickly as possible. Ake is going to grave himself. Pull is not available for 1. Oh, just gets out in time. The Slither Crush going to go. They orc it up on Loda, but it doesn't matter. Pajkatt now pops the BKB. Empire going in too hard. Always Want to Fly in trouble. A spell was stolen. What is it? Gets the amp damage. It doesn't matter. They lose 4 heroes. They give 3 away to Pajkatt. Alliance are right back into the game. Oh, my lord. Empire, what are you doing? 3-2-2 indeed.
I mean, Ake's playing so well, man. Like, this is another case where you need to look at the supports, and even though his score doesn't look very attractive at 3-6-6, it's really hard in that instance, too, because they didn't have vision when the Storm Spirit was coming. That was just all, like, anticipation. Like, he was thinking, okay, do I have to save my grave for when he goes into sniper? Do I want to actually be greedy and save it on myself? And it was like a split-second grave onto him. It was just really nice decision-making from him, and we've seen that all game from him, actually last game too. And there's an Invis in here on Loda. We'll see if he wants to do something on the Silent.
And that fight might just be... Oh, Loda's going to get orchided up. Yoki's going to pop his BKB. Nico looking for an initiation target. Can't find it. Yoki still running away. Ghost Scepter comes out, I believe, on... Who was that? I heard Ghost Scepter. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, I heard it too. I think it's...
Aloha Dance. Yeah. The IO.
Who's got double bracer and treads, by the way.
So tanky. This
It's
IO
good.
has to work out.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright, well, I feel like that last fight top lane, if there's any fight that is indicative of maybe Alliance coming back, we'll look to that fight at the end of the game and say that's where they lost it. Because now you look at Silent, he has 6 Bloodstone charges, he's trying to get to his BKB, and they just kind of went in one by one and tried to fight, and it did not work out. Roche is back up. Empire can take this quickly, but so can Alliance, and they can also contest really well. They have Blink Echo up, ready to go. Max level of Aftershock. And Silent's got to start working on this, but I don't know, this is going to be tricky.
The biggest reason why they lost that fight is there was some miscalculation from the Storm, actually. When he first initiated onto the Dazzle, he thought the Orchid Spurn was going to kill him, but it didn't. It actually only took him down to like 70 HP or something. And had that Dazzle not been alive, that fight goes completely differently.
Yeah, the Dazzle has been, like you mentioned, Ake has been, I think, one of the MVPs for this game. Now he has some mech as well, and Alliance, they're going to shrapnel this. They'll look to contest, but now Storm will get the Aegis, and no, they won't be able to get into the pit. That's a very, very, very important objective coming out for Empire. Without that, this could have been difficult, but now they get that. They have a bit more room to work with. They still have a 6,000 net worth lead. Shadowfiend's going to be going for a Butterfly, and he's not too far off from it. But that Aegis is desperately needed at this point. And I think now that they can kind of sit back and farm. I don't know if Alliance will try to initiate or try to smoke or try to find a fight with that Aegis up now in Empire. And if that's the case, then now Empire have a bit more room to work with.
It's just so hard to build items, too, against Sniper, because Butterfly is great. The only problem, though, is that when the headshots proc, and they proc 40% of the time, so they proc often, is that it gives you... it can't be evaded, so you're going to hit that all the time. Well, 40% of the time, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
But I know, we're thinking of what's that movie called? Anchorman? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
anyway.
I know the quote. Yeah.
But also keep in mind, like that last fight that we saw up in their woods. Like I'm telling you, man, this combo with Slardar, once he puts his ulti on heroes, it turns Sniper into a whole new beast. It really does. Again, he doesn't have to build any real damage items except for the, I'll say it, Mom.
Oh God, he said it. He said it.
He said it.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Wow. Shut up, Stealthy.
This is just full of dank memes of Bugatti, man.
Bottom tower is under
The
attack.
dankest. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You know where to find your dank memes. It's Dota Pit. No other cast will bring you the memes that we have. BKB available for Silent soon, but he's going to get last, so they'll try to relocate him out. Will he make it in time? Yes! Beautifully done coming out from Aloha Dance. That was spectacular.
Dire's bottom tower.
Silent's going to get assassinated, but... Oh! Look at the jump. And they missed the Siviri Brush. Telekinesis Void onto Loda. Does he have a BKB? He does. He doesn't want to use it. Always want to fly. Gets peeped, though. Pajkatt just right-clicks, and he's going to have the Scotty pretty soon. Now Empire on full retreat. Loda gets forced forward. Blink available, but they can't catch anybody, it looks like.
Sprint in one.
Oh, Yoki. Don't be here, buddy. He doesn't have a TP scroll. No, Yoki, you have a gem.
Is under attack.
Arrested Pepperonis. People on the backside, they're going in. They're going to find Nikwa. He's going to survive. Yoki does end up falling to Loda. They can't kill Nikwa. They're so close. In fact, they've lost two, but they get mad on the backside, I suppose.
God, and Loda didn't even get any bashes, too. I was like, where are your bashes, man? But it didn't matter. The right clicks were enough. That's huge. That's the gem down. That's a death on your Night Stalker, who really needs some more item progressions to actually do damage. He's very nice as far as utility, getting in people's faces, silencing them, but he doesn't actually do very much right-click damage. So he was trying to work towards an AC that will be stifled a little bit. And Blink here aggressively from Resolution.
Oh, Loda is in trouble. Does not pop the BKB. Pajkatt does. Last on the backside, they blow up that poor Rubik. Silence kind of out of mana. Pajkatt not going to get slowed. Relocate coming in. Silence about to fall, but it's just the Aegis. Pajkatt, headshot procs for days. Uses himself. Silent looking to jump in. He's going to find Ake. He gets the grave off, though. Again, Pajkatt, now the Orchid onto Ake. Pajkatt should fall up to the high ground. That's a big kill. Ball lightning across the river. They'll find Ake. See you later. They get the kill. A double for Silent. That Aegis was so big for Silent. Was huge. Turns into about a 3-for-1 coming out here. 3-for-2 actually, but I guess it's just the Aegis, so it's 3-for-1 really. And Empire get the better end, and that's a huge trade for them.
I'd still say all in all, like even though they're leading by what's going to be now 10K, and they're still getting outplayed by these combos and the better play from Alliance. So, I mean, Empire, of course, they have a nice lead, but they are not playing very crisp. Like even that last engagement there, Silent blinking or zipping in, was very, very slow with his reactions of trying to Orchid the Dazzle, but go initiate onto the Sniper. And we still saw the Grave come out, which didn't make a difference, but it still could have.
Yeah, it's one of those things like any other fight the same thing could happen, and
right.
And all of a sudden they could turn the game around during the fight. And Grave has helped out so much this game too.
Really,
I mean, Ake's just been on point.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Nice run to the high ground to get some vision though. This tier 3 more than likely going to live.
Under attack.
Oh my god. Welcome to Dank Pit season number 3, folks.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Actually, season 322 according to Pitmunkle.
Or as he said in TeamSpeak, Clyde 2-2. Clyde 2-2 indeed.
That's right.
I see that.
Alright, what do we got going on here? Pimp's laughing hysterically. He can't stop.
He really is.
He's having some... Pimp, you gotta focus on the camera, buddy. Get it together.
I'm trying so hard.
Oh, man.
That's good.
Down bottom lane. Silent is gonna ball anyway. Gets the Orchid up on Loda. Still hasn't popped his BKB. Finally does. His first BKB charge. Kind of wasted. Has Blink ready to go in a second, but can't find a hero. Instead, they will go for Yoki, which is not a bad kill. In fact, he's dead for 70 with no buyback. The unfortunate thing for Alliance is that they're the ones getting ratted. Hopefully the top tier 3 tower. Guess who's knocking on the doorstep? It's Resolution and the IO. They even popped the illusion rune for Aloha Dance. Get him! Look at those illusions. They're going to do so much damage to this tower. TP's back though. They're going to try to fight this. Nico looking for a lasso. He's going to use himself. Relocate out. Might go. Shrapnel. BKB for Resolution.
Look at the damage.
They can't tether to him, and now he's going to get lassoed. And Aloha will just try to TP away, and it looks like he'll make it, but still, 3 dead.
I mean, yeah, you BKB, but you can't get tethered and relocated away.
Exactly.
But I think he would die anyway. I think he would die in the process of the relocate that fast. This ultimate from Slardar, we haven't even really seen the effect of them like trying to defend a base with the entire weave onto them, which is going to be level 3 here in a second. I could just hit level 15. So, I mean, keep that in mind, too. That's a ton of negative armor. I just really like this drafting here coming out from Matt.
Matt has been on a tear with some of his choices. Aloha Dance will pop the Ghost Scepter only to get assassinated and take a bit more damage. And the Shrapnel, and he's dead.
Oh, no.
Yoki's forced to pop his BKB. Yoki's now getting peeped. Actually gets maimed, and Scotty slowed. By the way, I don't know if they changed this, but the maim is like it shows blood like everywhere on the hero now when you're maimed. It's actually pretty cool. But Shrapnel stolen. What an ability to steal.
Scotty Bugatti.
Dank. Always want to fly in trouble. Lassoed back. He's dead. And Empire are crumbling at this point. They're falling apart. Silent even might get caught out by Nico if he's not careful. Although there is no lasso. He just used it. This is looking real bad for Empire, man. Real bad.
It's funny that we say this when they still had... like, literally, 2 minutes ago, they had a 12,000 lead. And it's just crumbled. Just like that.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I think it's just not enough respect given to the amount of... But then again, like I was trying to say earlier, as I was, like, seeing that Resolution was building this butterfly, I'm thinking on paper, wow, it's okay, it's good. Right clicks is really strong for Alliance. The only problem is, you know, the headshot will go through at 40% of the time. and you can't build against like the physical damage coming out from Sniper with weave on top of that, with the Slardar applying the amplified damage. How do you build against that? You have to I feel like you have to go ultra defensive, so action up top.
They're gonna find somebody. It's gonna be Mad Orchid up. Can they finally get a kill to Soulbird? It'll bring him down. The gem's there. Silent. Oh no, you went in too far, my friend. See you later, buddy.
He got danked on real hard.
Oh my god.
Like the ult from Slardar plus he actually hit a bash there too, which is 120 physical damage. It's pretty insane. It's some real Bugatti.
Oh my
I
god.
like the whole Bugatti with the A thing. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, that is funny. That's funny. But still, we're gonna cut off the dank. We're gonna cut off the dank memes. I'm sorry, buddy. We're gonna have to just. You're actually killing Pitmuckle, Ralph. You're literally killing esports.
I wish you guys could hear what we hear in our ear.
It's literally just laughter.
Ella giggling all over the place.
Ellie giggle, forehead. Yeah, no. This is the wheels have fallen off this cast, folks, but we're gonna get him back on if we possibly can. Silent now, finishing up a Mystic Staff. Pimp, are you okay? Are you gonna be alright? See, this is like funny for the stream because nobody can hear him laughing. I really wish he would unmute himself while he's laughing. Orchid onto Nico, pops the BKB, is going to head out. Aloha Dance is going to tether himself away. Gets across the low ground. He'll stay alive. He'll back up and fight another day.
The scary thing is, you look at this on paper and you think, okay, we have Wisp with a Storm late game. We have the Axe Vision from Night Stalker. We have Silent, Resolution, who's really farmed. You look at this on paper, it seems like it should be a walk in the park in the late game. Yes, Sniper's an issue, but that's what the Storm Spirit pick is for. But they just can't do anything against it.
Because you have to focus down Ake, and by the time you focus down Ake, then all of a sudden...
Exactly. Then you have an amplified damage from Loda on top of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're probably all clumped up because you're trying to really, really get that kill onto the Dazzle.
They're going to give this Roche away, man. This is where it's Sean. Now the lasso goes up. They're going to catch out Yoki. Telekinesis, but it's a bit too late. They relocate him out. They'll stay alive. Echo comes in onto 2. Yule Scepter's up. The Rec Room about to go. Mad takes a bit of damage. Not dead yet. Will go down. Pajkatt gets initiated on, but they have no damage. Ake is going to get focused instead. Silenced up. Can he get his Brave off? Pops the cheese. They gave the cheese to Ake, and he stays up and fighting fresh. Now they've taken 2 for 1 for Alliance, and they're not done. They're looking for Resolution, but he has Blink at 6. Yule's at 1. He already popped his Flutter. He's fluttering away. And he will stay up and alive. And Alliance again. Now another fight going their way. Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Chat is not helping.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, and Aegis up in Loda. He's going to have an Assault Crest here pretty soon. It's just really hard. Well, yeah, things are going crazy here in Dota Pit.
Production team, not only is our observer and cameraman having a rough time, our stats man is making some ridiculously foolish jokes.
Okay, I'm good now. I promise. I'm perfect. Hello chat. Hello everyone else. We're not dunk anymore. We just casual producers. All right.
I guarantee if I say something like Dank Beam, you'll just start laughing again. See, there you go. This is boom, easy, done.
Not fun.
This is great. I don't know what you're talking about. Silent now pops his BKB, or God, I don't know what just happened there. He has a TP scroll, rather. Hasn't popped his BKB. So Stress now up for Slardar. Loda's going to head up to the high ground with Pajkatt just running in. Doesn't have the Aegis, by the way. They gave the Aegis to Loda, unsurprisingly. And now the other Assault Cuirass for Shadow Fiend picked up for Resolution with Blinken ready to go.
Look at the same exact items here for Pajkatt too. Finishes up with an an Abyssal Blade.
Yep.
So,
Worked
same kind
game.
of point stands. Like if last time it was Troll, this time it's Storm. Storm comes in. He can Abyssal him if he's fast enough.
He's going to get telekinesis. Lasso, though, goes on a Resolution. Pajkatt, if they can focus it down, there's the Abyssal. Silent in trouble. He's going to fall. The Requiem's going to go. No, the Slither's Clutch on a Resolution. Now the Echo Sled to fall. Resolution's going to fall. Double kill for Pajkatt. This is going to be the beginning of the end. There's no buyback for any hero for Empire. Ultra kill for Pajkatt. Give him the Rampage. No, they gave it to Nikwa. They gave it to Nikwa. But that is going to be it. Alliance turned the game around. The rubber band snaps back, although not sure if it was a rubber band or more of just Empire maybe misplaying that a bit. But in the end, it is going to be Alliance 2-0ing Empire, moving up to second place here at Group B. And it is going to be 5-3. Well played, Alliance.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Like, I thought that, you know, I've seen them bust out some nice wins against good teams and be on this up and up as far as their team play is concerned.